because every time Terrell's in here, I gotta say it. A lot of y'all doubted me about my NFL or my football.
Bro, every episode,
always doubted me about my football.
Every
athletics.
episode, bro.
Every week.
Terrell,
I got my man here.
Please give him, please.
Can you please tell us he played football for 1 year?
No, please give him some validation, man.
Always talking like he be with that action. Stop the yapping, one shot killing, but I'm a double tapping. Why you always rap about passing, bitch? Cause I'm really passing. Chopper have a prancing and dancing. You wanna know what's cracking? Think it's tasking on this clock.
All right, man. So this is episode 14, man.
What was the name I had for it? What was the name I said? I forgot.
No, I don't know.
It was the election episode, but it was something else.
It was something good too, bro.
I'm gonna stop drinking after today.
Me too. I can't remember you. No, I mean, this is episode 14, man. This is episode 14, man. 14 weeks in, dog.
14
weeks, man. We got a lot to talk about today, man. We missing a couple of our two key guys. I don't know what I did.
Ain't takes back all day.
Apparently, we'll get into it. But nah, man, we're gonna introduce our guest. But first, we're gonna start with my boy who was on time today, man. Check him out.
Oh, me?
No, I'm talking about D.
Gotta
be on time.
The late bandit. Address me as the late bandit from now on.
That's it?
This is my last episode being on time.
That's cap. All right, man. Go ahead. Oh yeah, this is a special one too, man. My boy Terrell in here, man. Got my dog in here, man.
What's up, that family? Definitely nice to meet everybody. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And we also have our first lady of us being on camera, even though she won't be on camera. But go ahead, Ashley. You can tell people a little bit about yourself, man. I appreciate you being on as well.
No problem. I'm Ashley. Yeah, from Winston.
Right. All right, man. So look, man, pretty much, man, we gonna get into it, man. We gonna start with, since we got a female in here, man, we've been talking a lot about like females, relationships with men. Terrell, I'm gonna definitely let you chime in. Me and D have kind of given we've been giving this a lot, but a lot of people been wanting, I've been getting a lot of feedback saying they wanted some female input on a couple things. So the first topic I'm gonna actually ask you about is one that we talked about last week, where how do you feel about your man having female friends, Ashley? How do you feel about it?
It just depends on the friendship, I guess. I don't think I really have any close male friends, so it's kind of different, I guess. But if the relationship is genuine and it was, established before I was there, I guess it's okay. But sometimes it get a little messy.
So let me ask you this, because we didn't get into it, and I'm a little more sharper today than I was last week, because I let them slide with a lot. But what if they had sexual relations?
Oh no, that's different.
Friendship?
That's a deal breaker.
No.
Why?
Why? That's just messy. That should be, your relationship with me should be more important than somebody from the past that you've had sexual relationships with.
Whoa, wait. Let me ask though, Ashley, because last week, these guys were so gung-ho about, you don't know what their relationship was. They could have knew what if they had sex a long time ago, but they knew each other since they were like 5th or 6th grade? Does that still count?
See, that's messy. I don't know about that one.
I agree.
Sound like a time. 6th grade, something like that. Sound like this person might have been somebody first. That's a deep relationship there.
So how you feel, Terrell? Since you chimed in, how you feel, brother?
I mean, I'm gonna say this, like, from my experiences, the ones that have the guy friends, probably not the ones you should be worried about. For granted, you shouldn't be worried about anybody you're in a relationship with. But if she has guy friends, from my past experiences, all the guy friends have been solid. But I would be careful if she's saying that she don't. You know what I mean? And that's something to keep an eye on. But
I don't have guy friends.
I mean, so then to speak to the point, then we ain't got to worry about nothing popping up. You know what I'm saying? If you walked into a relationship with if you was in a relationship with somebody, right, he wouldn't have to worry about any guy friends popping up. But I just say that girls that have had guy friends, in the past in my relationships, they've been pretty honest friends.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this though, Terrell, and I understand. Let me ask you this, bro. I understand that everything that you said, right? But I guess like what I like to say is that do you really feel like male and females like can really just be cool, especially like let's say that they're attracted to one another, or like let's just say like she's a fairly attractive woman. Do you really think just being a guy that like we look at a girl and we might say, she'll be a good friend?
I mean, that's tough. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta be honest with you, I can't really say that I have any female friends. That's a tough one.
Right.
I have any female friends, so I get it from our perspective, especially, from, how I used to be, I'm sure how you used to be, so I can't, it's a tough one. It's a tough call. But I mean, there are genuine relationships out there, with opposite sex.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
D, how do you feel, brother?
I think it's possible, bro.
Oh my God.
Cause I got homegirls that I went to like. It gotta be from way back though. Like I ain't met no female friends as an adult. You know what I mean? Like all my female friends are it's like 2 or 3. We've been knowing each other since like 2000, 2001 maybe. You know what I'm saying? 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that. Like you know what I mean? I don't have no college homegirls, nothing like that.
Right.
We gotta have history. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know your mama and them or your people or something like that.
So let me ask you this then, bro. So what if they had indoor Olympics?
What do you mean?
Indoor Olympics.
Explain.
You know what Olympics is.
No, they had sex, D.
If who?
Your girl and her male friend have had sex.
Oh, it's either me or him.
You contradicted yourself on that.
No, I'm saying, you talking about what they go back? They had sex back in the day.
Yeah,
they go back.
Yeah.
I can't. I ain't had sex with none of my female friends from back in the day.
That's just you. This guy did.
I don't know, man. We got. Somebody gotta go. Somebody, I don't know. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough situation. I've never been in it, so I don't know if I can answer that wholeheartedly.
I can. I've never been in it either. The answer is no. The answer is no. like you said the first time. Because I'm gonna give women at least. Some people say like I like to generalize. I'm gonna give them my opinion, bro. Is that guys, we don't have female friends. Like, how can I say? It's like, bro, if we're attracted to you, we don't want to be your friend. Like, and again, I said it before. A lot of guys will do that just to wait for that moment.
I mean, yeah, a lot of niggas put themselves in the friend zone early for that purpose.
That's tough.
A lot of niggas do that, but I get what y'all saying. Like, I don't go to the bar and be like, "Oh man, she'd be a great friend." I ain't,
great companion.
Yeah,
I'm too cutthroat. I'm too cutthroat.
Yeah, like she like Bible study or something. I ain't with that.
yeah, I'm cutthroat.
I ain't with that.
Yeah, I can't.
I guess it all depends, bro. Like, I don't know. I hope I never run into this shit in real life. Shit,
it's coming. And we got our other member. One of our members, he actually had to work, so the light skinned bandit won't be joining us today.
Light bright bandit.
Light bright bandit, man. But we got our other light skinned brother in here though. Bo, fit.
First of all, I'm not light skinned. I'm brown.
Oh,
I'm mocha.
I ain't saying mocha or nothing like that. I'm just not light skinned.
Right. Now, I appreciate you, brother, man. So I don't know if you heard a little bit of what we said. So I'll just go ahead and chop it up, bro. How do you feel about your girl having sex with a male friend? What
if ask me that? That's not how you ask me.
I know, it's horrible. What if your lady has sex with her male friend, bro? Before you, not while y'all together, but before.
Like how, like recently, a couple years, like if this fresh, she got to go.
Mm-hmm.
She got to go.
Now, I feel you.
If it's fresh, she got to go.
Got you. Hey.
But I mean, if it's been like, you know what I'm saying, years before, like I've even known her, all right, cool, we can work something out. But, you know, if this been like a year or so, like, right when we started talking or something like that, nah.
Cause no, and I said it before, bro. I say it again, bro. If that guy had sex with you, he's not a real friend. I don't feel like. I mean, I'm not saying it can't grow into nothing, but y'all are not like. Cause me and D actually talked about this. Like, y'all shouldn't be talking once a week. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I think he just waiting. I'm just telling women, like, it's a lot of guys who just wait. They're just waiting.
He probably ain't even waiting. The nigga's just in the background. He's just there. When the nigga,
because he know his moment's gonna come. He know
he the type of nigga that be quiet when the phone ring and shit like that. Like, he know his role.
I can say like y'all are right. Like, I know there's people like out there that just sitting in there just waiting in the wing because, you know, he gonna do something that's gonna have her emotionally unstable. She's gonna come to him in that time of comfort and bow. He in there.
Thanks.
Then she pregnant.
Oh my God. Hey, yeah. So Ashley, let me ask you this, man. We're gonna segue to another topic that we had. I want to hear like a female perspective on this as well. Is submission. What? How do you feel? What? How do you feel about that term submission, Ashley? Like, what, as a woman, how do you feel about it?
I feel like it's misused a lot. If it's used the right way, I have no problem with it. But in my experience, a lot of guys just want to have control in or I feel like they're a little intimidated when a female is, strong spoken and, can do her own thing. So I don't feel like it's used the right way.
So, okay, so what you feel like is that a guy, like a lot of guys, maybe today, we can't handle like women who don't maybe need us, like for money, protection, things of that nature?
Sure, I guess, yeah.
That's a good point. I mean, I'm gonna save mine for the end. Go ahead, Terrell. How you feel about that, brother?
When it comes down to, I don't know. I mean, submission. I mean, there's no one way. I mean, like, no relationship can like define that for each other. Like, I feel like everything is kind of like separated. I mean, like, I feel like I submit to my woman and she submits to me. I feel like that's something that's like give and give. You just never stop doing that, because we always have to be there for each other regardless. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, whenever I look at submission, I view it as a two-way street.
That's dope. That's dope. I mean, yeah, me, D, and Bose, we kind of gave our opinion on it. We ain't gonna really harp. But I will say, Ashley, to your point as well. I mean, I actually do think that a big issue that we might have a little bit is that I don't think men no more. I don't think that we really provide nothing like externally that a woman can't get on her own. And I think sometimes that plays a little bit. And I got a point I kind of want to make is that I think that a lot of times, guys, we don't understand that our role may be to protect her from like emotionally wise. Like, because today, you know, a woman they make a lot of money. You know, they got they can buy a gun to protect themselves. They can do a lot of different things. But I think that a lot of guys, we don't understand that we're supposed to be like the Rock. Like, we're supposed to be the emotional mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to always be in control because and I'm not saying this ain't, obviously I'm not generalizing, but a lot of women go up and down every single day about how they feel. So with us, like, that's our gift. Like, most guys, like, you know, I talk to Bose, D, Terrell all the time, and for the most part, y'all guys are emotionally the same every single day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I think that, like, that's our gift that we don't necessarily bring to women no more because guys are too emotional now.
I can see
if that makes any sense. I mean, that's just my opinion, though, bro. But that's just,
yeah, I can see that.
What you think, Ashton? Am I right or am I tweaking? Some people always say I'm the worst one on here when it comes to my relationship, right?
Might be kind of true.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Emotions aren't bad, though.
Nah.
Yeah.
But he's saying, like, sometimes niggas be like,
the female of the relationship.
Yeah, niggas always complaining and whining about some shit.
Yeah, you can't be that. You can't be that. But I will say this: like, everybody is matched together for a reason. You know what I mean? So there's instances where I've seen guys that have been that, and then the woman be like stronger and like, you know, the rock of the relationship, and it balances out like for them perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's still relationship specific. You know what I mean? It depends on who these two people are and the timing that they're in. You know, what they are for each other. But I totally understand what you're saying too, definitely, because I've seen.
Yeah, for sure. D, Bose, y'all had more y'all wanted to chime in on, bro, with that?
No, I'm good on that one, bro.
Nah,
I agree with what he said, though.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody. All right, so, you know, we always got to throw the light jabs in before we come in with the haymaker. So it's election time now, man. It's election time, man. So
that shit over. Biden won the shit.
Over.
Yeah.
Biden is the number 46.
Number 46, man. So look, we don't got to get into, because I know that's a lot. That's very personal for some people. So we don't have to get into our, like, you know, who you voted for, if you believe in voting, if you don't believe in it, but just give like your opinions on it. And Ashley, I mean, from where it's going, I definitely want to hear yours because it's the first female vice president we've ever had before.
Mm-hmm.
That's projected to go ahead and take place. So, but I'm gonna switch it around a little bit. So I'm gonna let Terrell. How you feel about this election, bro? What's some of your opinions and takeaways, brother?
I think it's a different time for America. You know, definitely a different time for America to where we have to dive deeper into educating ourselves to what's going on in politics, to understanding the Constitution as well as the Declaration of Independence. And, you know, I think we really have to really become, you know, focused on what's going on around us. I'll say that. I would definitely tell us to be patient and to watch and see what takes place, you know, with this election. You know, I would definitely say be patient because there's been some things that's scary that's happening, you know, on that level, you know, to where, I don't know, it raised some eyebrows. It definitely raised some eyebrows. But, you know, you know, hopes and, you know, best wishes to all of us, you know, definitely. I want everybody to be great, you know, and, you know, elevate, definitely. But I would definitely say be patient and see how this thing plays out. And if it plays out to where, you know, Kamala and, you know, Biden has won a clean election, then, you know, congratulations to them. Congratulations to them.
You said a clean election?
Yes, yeah. clean election, then congratulations to them. But
Are
I mean,
you insinuating it could be dirty?
I mean, there's been some things that's happened questionably, on that level. Since he's got into office, before he got into office, and let's be clear, I'm not the one for politics. This was my first time ever voting. This is my first time ever voting. I registered this time to vote, because I felt it was my, duty to do so. And even then, I wish I would have educated myself more, because whenever you look at the ballot, and the only names that you really know on the ballot is the president and the governor, and then what else, what do you do from there? And so it just made me raise the eyebrow, like, are we really educating ourselves behind like who we're voting for, or are we really going down to the ballot and just striking names that affiliate, or with what we do, or our family history and those type things? And that's where I want to push the flow. Like, I really want to see us educating ourselves and keeping up with what's going on.
That's dope. That's dope as hell. That's dope as hell. D, how you feel, brother?
I think, how can I say this in the right way? I think regardless of who this president is, Black people got to find a way to not be dependent on a quote unquote leader. You know what I'm saying? I think Black people got to learn how to start governing ourselves. I think we got to learn how to police ourselves. I think we got to learn how to defend ourselves. I think we got to learn how to, provide for ourselves. I think we as a people are dependent on democracy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's beyond time for that, because you already know how I feel about MLK and all that. I don't gotta speak on that. I don't think, unless I want me to. But
true, let it fly. We here for it.
MLK fucked us over.
Oh God.
I follow. You even gotta fly. If you don't want to,
no, I'm gonna get into that, because we was better off. We should have never been integrated. We was better off segregated, I think. Because Black people was thriving, man. You know what I'm saying? Black people was thriving. Why would you want to be accepted by somebody that don't want you? You know what I'm saying? He put us in a burning house and was like, you know what I'm saying? Give us the same thing y'all got, like they're really gonna do it. Give us the same rights that you guys got, like they're really gonna do it. Like if I got control of something you want to be in, I'm not gonna give you the same power that I got. That'll be stupid.
Facts.
If I already don't like you, if I already don't want you here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give you that same power. So that goes back to my point of, I think we all gotta Black people. I don't even like saying Black people, colored people, Mexicans, Latinos, whatever you identify as, you gotta find a way to provide for self. I think that's what we need to start focusing on more, instead of depending on the president to do something for us, because what they really gonna do?
I feel like you got that. Never mind.
What?
You stole it. You stole that whole answer.
Nah, that's how I feel, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, because I ain't even vote. I didn't vote this year. I didn't vote because none of them. I watched both debates, and none of them said nothing that directly affected me.
Malcolm X said that too. He said if you don't feel like no party is pushing your, like has your best interests at heart, then to sit on your vote. He definitely did say that. But nah, that's dope, bro. That's real talk, bro. Everything you said is real. Bowles, how you feel, brother?
First, I'd like to, say congratulations to a woman of color that's in the vice president's position now. I think that's pretty dope. But for me, like D said, I think, it starts with the lower levels with us. With our county, our community, like those are the people that we need to be looking at as far as like who we want to put in office first.
Right.
Like like to me, that's where it starts. Like we can't look at the president as like, hey, can you come down here and change this for everybody? Like there's a million cities in this country, that has the same problem, but we have to do our part and start our country or our county, our city first, and then go build upwards from that. But like you said, I voted this year, just to, you know, to start things off, what my beliefs are. And like I said, just trying to get, you know, the best people I think that are going to help us of color, people of color.
True. That's So that's so like, what? Hold up. What is it like? Come on, she's in like a sorority.
Huh?
You said a suit jacket? You finna go to church or something? What you finna?
It's not. Good joke. Good joke. But isn't Kamala a she's like what? She's an AKA?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't stand this dude, bro.
You a little chilly over there, bro? You all right? You a little chilly over there?
I got
You gotta put the shoulders up now.
Oh, you about to.
Yeah. But when we talk politics, I gotta get more presentable. Allegedly.
Yeah, more presentable.
Go ahead, Ashley. How you feel?
I'm about to run for mayor next week.
I think y'all made some good points. I definitely think we as a people need to do a little bit more. But I also think this is a great time for women, especially, you know, Black girls. They have another great role model to look up to. And I just hope she does great things. It's a good feeling to know that we possibly have somebody in office that, you know, could possibly relate. And, you know, I just hope to see good things, hopefully.
Absolutely. So, my opinion, man. I mean, to see a woman of color and that high of a role, it is a dope thing. I won't lie and say that I'm in full support of their organization as well as the Trump administration. I don't really believe in neither one of them personally. I do believe that having more of an impact locally is more important to me. I do think that is something that, you know, going to city council meetings with, I've recently started doing or seeing things that will directly affect me and my paychecks and things that, you know, of where I live and, you know, property taxes and certain things, FICO scores, like all type of different things from business loans. But that's just something that I really got into when I got into my career. So really paying attention to stuff like that is what I would say if I ever have children or if I'm ever blessed to have a child that I want to be on the forefront of and be on top of. But my thinking is more on the lines with D as well, is that I don't believe that it's like the same. I mean, to me, is the left hand or the right hand. They're both hands on the same body, in my point of view. So I don't feel like they are so far apart like other people think. Like, I just don't think that, you know, Joe Biden is so opposite of Donald Trump. I really think that they're more closer whenever you pay attention than what people may think. But some have their pros or may have more pros than others. Some may have more cons than others. But at the same time, it's just, to me, I think that their overall goal is to lower the debt or to appease a certain amount of people or to appease a certain people. And I just don't feel like Black people or so-called Black people, we don't never fall into that line at all. I think that we'll always be looked at the same no matter who the president is, or we're always going to be treated a certain way no matter who the president is. But I do think for the optics to see a Black woman in, you know, that type of role is a good thing for Black women. But I definitely believe that, because me and Terrell are from one of the southern parts of North Carolina, and we can see how Native Americans have taken over their own communities. And when someone moves in there, they come with a house and a job. Right. They'll set them up with a house and a job, and they got their own police force. They started their own schools. And I just think that as people, we need to start getting into that mode. We really need to start saying, okay, it's time for us to start fending for ourselves, protecting ourselves, and you know, just standing on our own too. Where we're saying, you know, like going back to the 50s, going back to the 40s, where we had stuff rocking for ourselves. You know, so I'm definitely in agreement with D on that. I ain't even really gotta jump too crazy on it. But is there anything that y'all like got that maybe you didn't like about the election? I had a couple things I didn't, but you know, feel free to let off, man.
They said you see your point about Malcolm X. I've been meaning to read his book too, bro. I'm gonna get into it. But damn, what was I about to say? Oh yeah. Never mind, that's a joke. I ain't about to talk politics.
I will say this. I feel like when it comes down between, you know, how the Democratic Party has, you know, really like, you know, put the arrow on the Black community. You know, they've really, you know, stepped up and really tried to make, and it's almost intentional, it looks like, you know, make sure that we're involved in everything, like over the top. Like I've never seen it to the level that it has been now, you know, and it, you know, for it to be the history that Joe Biden has, you know, as far as sentencing goes, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of scary for me, you know, whenever I think about, you know, his history and now him in the presidency and, you know, passing laws with the Black man being, you know, the one that I feel like he doesn't really care about at all and hasn't shown that. So, you know, I don't know. You know, it's definitely, that's one thing that worried me about the, you know, the whole ordeal. Like, is he really a better candidate than Donald Trump? And that's where, you know, you know, I just
let me ask you this though, brother. I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit. So,
please.
So what do you feel about?
I'm holding back a little bit. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to take it.
No, I got you. I'm gonna ask you a question though, brother. I'm gonna ask you a question. So, how do you feel? So, do you feel like Donald Trump was maybe more, like he was more for the Black, like he's a better option for the Black man?
Facts.
Explain why, bro.
If you choose to participate in the presidency, which I mean, I feel like being, you know, the first people, the Black people, you know, if that's what you identify as, like my guy said, you know, then your best bet definitely was probably, you know, to go Donald Trump over Joe Biden. You know, but I don't feel like Black people should even have a party affiliation. I think we should all be judging people by their actions. You know, it shouldn't be like we're so heavy on the Democratic side or on the Republican side. You know, I feel like we should really judge people by their actions, their history, and let that stand. You know, and that's something that I don't really know if we're doing. I don't really know if we're doing that and actually putting the work in, you know, to be, you know, using our ballot, using our vote as a weapon. You know, I feel like we can be more effective.
Hey, man. How you feel about that, man? How you feel about what he just said, bro?
About
Donald Trump being more for the Black man than Joe Biden, or some of his policies, I
ain't gonna front on you. I didn't dig that deep into Trump these last 4 years, but I will say I respect his honesty. I knew what he was about up front. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he had any secrets with him. You knew how he felt about everything, whether it was whatever. You knew how he felt. Exactly. With me, my people, whoever, I knew how he felt. He was upfront about it. With Biden, not so much. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because like bro just said, like Biden I don't even think he apologized or even showed any remorse for the 94 crime bill that he wrote. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, and that was putting Black people in jail at an alarming rate for drugs that they let into this country.
And there was one before that. There was also another one before that, like in 87.
In the 80s, right?
Oh. Yeah. And they just legalized hardcore drugs out in Oregon.
That's because it ain't that many of us in Oregon.
I just still feel like that's something that should be addressed. I feel like that's something like, you know, whenever you start seeing America do something like that, where are we headed? Are we really about to become a lawless country?
I wouldn't say that, bro. I think they're gonna make that. They did that for the people of Oregon. Like, it's only I started reading about it a little bit. It's only like a possession of so much. You'll still go to jail if you got over a certain limit. It's mainly for treatment, I guess, for the hard drug users or whatever, not so much the dealers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read into that some more. Maybe we could chop that up next week, or I don't know. I ain't doing hard drugs.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, we ain't even fully legalized marijuana yet. You know what I mean?
And they already legalized cocaine, heroin, and meth.
Right. So it's just a little. That's just a little. Too big of a step for me. That's a little bit too big of a step for me.
But I think they did that because it ain't, like I said, bro, it ain't that many black people over there. Like, if it was, they wouldn't do that in North Carolina. In North Carolina, it's a war on drugs. In the South, it's a war on drugs. Now, all of a sudden, you got, it's cool. You trying to help me get off drugs? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's sticky. That's tricky, bro.
Yeah. That's a yeah.
Ashley or Bose, whichever one y'all want to chime in on what Terrell said, because I can tend to get a little long-winded, so I've been monitoring myself. Monitoring.
Like they both said, with Trump, you kind of understood where he stood with whatever it was. He his ideals, how he felt about people. With Biden, he has a not so favorable past, I should say, for us. But, I can be optimistic and say, he's older, he might have changed, but I wouldn't say that, wholeheartedly. But, I'll just sit here and say, like, I wouldn't get your hopes up with him.
I'm going to ask you this, though. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. I'm going to ask you this, though. So, with what you just said, how do you feel that Kamala, like, what role does Kamala play in what you're saying? Do you guys feel like she's in agreement, or do you think that, maybe she's the good part about it? Like, I'm just wondering.
I want to say she is the good part. For just, people of color in general, but, coming in there with him, I'm not so sure. Just because, like they said, like what he's done in the past. Like I said, he could be a change man now, but me personally, I wouldn't bet on that. So hopefully she is supposed to be on the good side and help, do things in the office that'll trickle down to us. But that's just something we'll see over time.
Ashley, how do you feel? I mean, I know it's a lot. If you don't, because they going out there, man. They going in to win it. So hey, if you feel comfortable, sweetheart.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely not a politics person like y'all seem to be. But like I said before, I mean, all we can do is hope that she does good things. I mean, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there.
Kamala Harris is who they use to appeal to the black community, and that's no disrespect to the black.
I think so too. And I ain't even finna. I ain't finna like rely on no white man to be like, what I'm saying? Hey, come save us, my nigga. Like, them niggas don't fuck with us. But I don't want to get into that's next topic, man. Cause
hold on, man. Let me get my round up, bro. Let me get my round up, man.
Them niggas ain't finna help us, dog.
I said this the other pod. I think that a lot of us, because I want to help, particularly my people. I think a lot of us, we don't look at it with a rulership mentality. That's all. We looking at it from, like I guess said last week, an emotional mentality. So we think because we went through so much, which we absolutely did, that people are supposed to just, they are obligated to help us. And what I try to tell people, which kind of flies over people's heads, is that if my kids, and I'll give it like this, if you're my neighbor and we share grass, right? I never cut my side of the grass, and all type of animals are coming over on your side. They're fucking your grass up, and you're getting livid. You're like, why don't this dude change his grass? But these same animals are not only helping protect my house, they're helping protect my kids. They helping protect all of this stuff. I get so many benefits from not cutting my grass. Why the hell am I going to just start to cut my grass to appease you? Now I got a whole list of problems I got to deal with. And I think that that's what we don't look at whenever it comes to other races, is that they are winning. They're like, my kids don't ever have to work a day in their life off of you dying and off of you working hard. No.
Jail.
Yeah, or you going to jail. No, I am not about to play ball to help you out. Sorry. No.
I can't even blame them.
But you know what? I'll give you an athlete. I'll let a couple of y'all come in from time to time. Yeah, I'll let you, I'll give you a face every now and again. I'll cut my grass once a month.
and so that's what brings me to a question real quick. So if that's how we view the system, then what way, shape, or form can Joe Biden help us out if he been in the system for that long?
Nigga been in politics 37 years, bro.
Like he been in the system for that long. Like, what exactly is Joe Biden supposed to do for us that he hasn't done already?
But okay, I gotta play devil's advocate.
Besides kill.
I gotta play devil's advocate, but then I guess people are saying, then what was so good about Trump?
The thing about Trump is that he understood that it wasn't like he wasn't fighting to me, and this is just my opinion, let me say this. All right. I feel like, one party made it all about black and white, and I saw, a president in office that was, fighting and, using the power of the dollar to check people, and I saw some people that I feel like they didn't like that. Look, I'm trying not to go too deep, and I don't want to let it fly out on, what I'm saying? But, I saw some people that didn't like that, man, for real, from social media, from, a lot of these different corporations. I saw some people that really didn't like how he was using the power of the dollar. And, I think...
I didn't like the battle rap. I didn't like that shit at all. I hated that shit. I hated that. That was some of the most Sambo shit I've ever seen in my life. Bro. The gloves is coming off, D.
Bro.
Again, to play devil's advocate, I will say though, but I guess Terrell, is that a lot of people are saying, but Trump was such a bad look, like from a lot, because Trump did stuff a lot of people made that I didn't like. He did a lot of things that I wasn't for, and
like what?
I think that
like what?
So, like for instance, I'm really not gonna get into his policies, only because I'm not gonna get into Joe's either.
I like to talk, have a conversation.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people would say. They were saying they caught offense when Trump said, "You already." Well, he pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. Well, he said, "You don't got no jobs. You're last. What do you have to lose?" And that offended a lot of people, bro.
Facts. But one thing about our people, like, we get offended by real shit. And I feel like when it comes down to, the little clip that we saw, the one that they kept playing, like, if you was to watch the whole, the whole thing, then I think you would have took it a lot lighter than what it was. See, a lot of us catch like these clips and stuff, but we're not watching the actual events and watching the lead into. Like it's certain shit that your friends that's white can say that it's kind of soft, and it might not be,
Right.
I mean, you can take offense to it if you soft-hearted, but maybe he's just being fucking real. You know what I'm saying? And and to me, from what I saw, from me watching everything, because I spent the time actually looking at it. He seemed pretty authentic, as well as his history in helping some people in the Black community.
That's very true. That is something that a lot of people do sleep on. They do sleep on that. Go ahead, B.
Yeah, he seemed pretty authentic.
What you say, D? You about to say something?
I ain't saying nothing, bro.
But he is Donald Trump, and so some of the stuff that he said came off, sometimes the wrong way. And I will say that, I feel like he could have had somebody on his team which I know he don't, but had somebody on his team that helped him with, appealing to our community.
So let me ask you this too, because I was thinking about this as well. A lot of people had some issues with, they saying his stance on, feminism, or like with females, and some of the things, the jargon that he said. Also with he had a couple things. Well, I said I wasn't gonna get into. No, I'm not gonna get into like a lot of things kind of affected women and minorities.
Let me say this before you go, because it's hard to have this conversation, because I was tiptoeing around. It's hard to have this conversation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Fly. You know what I'm saying? So in order to do the people justice, like, we're gonna have to let it fly. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have a X-rated.
I got 2 blunts roll. I
like that.
Hold on, first off, wait a minute, man. We got hold on, what's his name, D? The Yellow Ranger.
The Light Bright Bandit.
What's poppin'? Hey, sorry I'm late, fellas, man, but I see y'all having a dope conversation, man. What's up to our guests?
How would you know? How would you know?
Because I know the energy. You
just got here.
I believe in the energy, my G. I trust the energy.
You ignored me twice.
Hey, I was busy, fam. It's all love, though. What's up?
No. It's all right. Amari West.
The Lido is here.
Nah, hey, man, just to introduce you to my boy Terrell, man. You know a little bit about Terrell, and we actually got a female on. She's camera shy. She didn't want to.
Okay.
But but we got Ashley in here too, bro. We was pretty much. I even let you go in on it, bro. What's your opinion on the election? We're not really going too crazy. Like, are you happy with the results? Just things that you might feel about it, brother.
I mean, I'm happy with it. I mean, Buddy had his 4. Now let's see what what Biden gonna do with his 4. And we all know that it ain't all on them. Of course, we know it's people under them, Senate, all this other stuff. There's people under them that make the rules and the laws, but we gonna see how it goes. I'm optimistic. I'm gonna be optimistic about the whole situation. I mean, let's see how it goes.
Optimist Vlad.
Positivity.
Hey, that's some dope talk. Terrell, we definitely got something planned where you get to let the full cook. You got some shit. Terrell got some shit, man. He got some shit, bro. But
I just been sitting back, man, and I just kind of see a little bit of, everything. You know what I mean?
Nah, me too. I'm with you.
It's hard to talk politics with everybody. Everybody can't handle that conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. It's good to have a good general conversation about politics.
Nah, that was fire. But the next thing we gonna get into, we got like 2 more good topics, bro. But this is actually I got podcast beef, but I'm still in this for somebody else. And I look. Lamar sent it to me. I sent it on his Twitter. Scarlito sent it to me, and I'm still in it. Man, we're gonna talk about athletes post-career, and Ashley's actually a cheerleader. She's actually a cheerleader. So we gonna speak on being hurt, or just having the game taken away from you, because everybody in here has played or it don't even have to be the game taken away, but whenever you stop and you may have lost your identity from it. And I'm actually chiming in on this one, man. I actually got hurt my last year. And what it did for me was, as crazy as it is to say, it really showed me I didn't like basketball as much as I really thought that I did. Cause since I was like 13, I was always taller. Like I was always like, I was 6'6" in the 8th grade. So just for that to be my whole life and to be something that I constantly resonated with. I was always a hooper. The way I moved was a hooper. The way I acted was a hooper. Like everything came back. And I remember the first year I didn't play like fully. I was like, damn, like what? I gotta get a job. Like I remember telling everybody, I'm too good for a job. I'll never get a 9 to 5. Like no, that ain't. I used to say this dumb shit. I was like, I just don't see myself working. That's what I used to say. I used to say that shit all the time. Like, I just don't see myself with a job. Then when it happened, because I'm a firm believer in the Most High, I just think that he really showed, it's a lot to life outside of sports, man. Like, and I started to see how creative I could be. I started to see my charisma. I started to see how fun other things were, and I started to take a liking to different things. And for me, it wasn't as bad, and it might have been because I seen my brother, who I'm gonna actually let go next, go through the same thing. But it is a transition, bro, because it can be a very dark time in your life depending on how you take it. So I'm ready to jump to you, Scar. Like, bro, how did you deal with it, brother?
Oh, most definitely, man. When the game is taken away from you, or even when the game is not taken away from you, when you get to that, trying to get to that next level and you don't get there, man, it could bring a whole lot of stuff into your life, man. It could bring like really deep depression, like we don't even notice that it's depression, but it really is depression. But things with me, man, I think once I start accepting it, like, yo, Scar, you gotta go down a different route, my brother. I started getting back to the things that I really enjoy, like, outside of sports, outside of basketball. So I started to get back to music, my love for art, my love for reading, and my love for books. So that helped me transition into like this new life, because it's a new life, because for years we've been prone to, I'm training for this, I'm training for that. It's basketball, football, baseball, it's this. I'm trying to get to this level. But when you don't get there because of, different circumstances or injuries, or it just don't happen, then you gotta transition. You gotta be mentally like strong to transition into that life. And like you said, it's tough. It's not an easy transition at all, but it's possible.
Yeah. And Terrell, we have to get to you last, because I think you probably got the most unique story out of us, brother. But D, go ahead, bro.
I want to let y'all speak about that, bro, because I ain't really, what I'm saying, y'all play sports at a higher level than I did, bro. I'm gonna take the back seat to this when I learn something.
Come on.
I knew I never trained to go to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't take basketball serious after middle school, to be honest with you. Like I liked the game, but I ain't love it like some people in here did. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had that love for it. I study it. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather watch it and break it down than actually train for it, or you know what I'm saying, work out for it and live. I wasn't lifting. I ain't listen. After 9th grade, I got my license. I was like, fuck ball. I ain't care no more. Like I started, you know what I'm saying? I ain't care. So
you found out about the Cisco's?
Man, I found out about girls.
I
found out about girls. I was like, nigga, hooping. Nigga was like, nigga, working out. Nigga, for what? Nigga, the girl next door, mom ain't home tonight. I ain't finna go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro. Big, go ahead, brother.
Like you said, like y'all was saying, with me, mine was football. And, as a kid, if you're good, you excel at sports as a young age, everybody around you tell you, like, yo, this kid could go to the next level. So that's imprinted in your mind from, let's say, from what, 9 till what, you're 22?
Right.
You're college. and you don't hit that plateau to excel you into the next level, like, you know, it's a brick wall. You know, because your whole life you're thinking like, yo, you know, I'm gonna get to the next level, whether it's NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever the case may be, and it's like you fall short. Like, you know, most people tend to lose themselves in that transition.
Especially those around you who made it.
Yeah,
God, damn.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you had people also, you know, riding, hopefully thinking that you're going to make it that way, you know, that gives them a better chance. And it's just like, you hear this, like, oh, you didn't make it, blah, blah, blah. And then the people around you, you know, don't help you up. They look at you and let you suffer. And, you know, it's kind of hard. But, you know, like y'all was saying, like, there's certain things, you know, that keeps you at peace of mind, or other things that you're good at just besides playing sports. Like you said, you know, you take up reading, or, you know, entrepreneurship, or, you know, anything to help you grow as an individual, as a man or as a woman, you know, to, you know, get you to where you're comfortable in life. And it doesn't involve, you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't involve sports, or it does, but not on the athlete side. Maybe on a, you know,
find that peace, man.
Agent, you know what I'm saying, an agent side, or, you know, something in the organization side. But, you know, like, there's always different outlets. You just got to choose which one is more, you know, that's going to help you, that's connected to you, I should say.
All right, so Ashley, what about you, man? Because you in the cheerleading, which is, this gives us a whole different type of, you know, outlook on it. So explain to us, like, how would you deal with that? I mean, I know you've been cheerleading for a longer time, though. Like you still cheerleading, so you ain't even went through it yet.
Yeah, I've cheered for 2 teams, semi-professional. The one that was kind of near and dear to my heart, I'm not cheering for it anymore, but like, I don't think I'm done. I definitely want to take it a step further and try out for some professional teams. But it's definitely an eye-opener when you try out or go through the audition process or whatever that may be, and you know, you don't make it. But it's a good time to do some self-reflection, you know, other hobbies, like y'all said, and you know, just keep it pushing, keep it moving. What's
key,
next,
man? That's the key. What's next? That's the key, for real.
Let me tell you though, I think even like y'all speak on the aspect of like after sports, I think like after school period, like post graduation, post college, post whatever, like when you get a job, you just be like, all right, you an adult now. It could get tricky trying to navigate through life after anything, you know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
So I think, you know what I'm saying, y'all spoke on some great points about, you know, especially dealing with it after something you love, something that you feel like you can do at a higher level, and you just be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I think that when what's next hits you in life period, bro, shit can get tough.
That shit a haymaker too, boy. That shit come out of no fucking way.
Tricky. That shit
Javante Davis.
Hit you like Tyson. Shit might bite your ear off.
I called the knockout too. Remember, I called that. But go ahead, Terrell.
Yeah, bro. Javante Davis.
Please come on, Terrell.
Javante Davis, cold blooded. Cold blooded.
Facts.
Yeah. Oh, that's my role in too.
Yeah.
But yeah, to speak on, well, you know, I don't know, you know, shoot, where I start, man. I don't know. That was my purpose. Like y'all said, sports was like, you know, all I knew was my purpose. And you know, obviously I fulfilled, you know, going to the next level. But, you know, I think I came in contact with something else. I came in contact with something I felt was more important than even playing in the NFL. once I felt like, you know, that had ran its course, you know, and that was my health. That was my health. You know, once I came in contact with that, you know, me being trained to win, you know, that's just my mentality. Like I have to win, you know, and not from like a narcissistic standpoint, just from that's my mentality. That's how I train. Every day is game day, you know, and that's even outside of, you know, being on the field itself, you know. So I just kind of took that approach to life. So anyway, me coming in contact with, you know, something I felt was even more bigger than sports kind of kept me going. You know, it was a rough time, but I felt like I had something that I had to overcome. And, you know, so I don't know, like it was definitely a rough time. Like you said, it was definitely a punch in the face, transitioning from the NFL to, you know, just chilling, unemployed in Raleigh and trying to figure it out. You know, so it was definitely a time for me. But you know, having that time to reflect, slow down, and really focus on my health was definitely a focal point for me. So it gave me something to fight for.
And he's vegan.
And I like what all y'all be saying too. All y'all have said it. Like when you going through it, just taking a minute and just slowing down and be like, all right, I got this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, bro.
Every one of y'all had just said the same thing, bro. Just I think that's important.
Because the real talk is you got some people that can't make that transition. They really get deep down in that depression and they can't get out of it.
Yeah, we see people like that to this day, bro.
Telling you, bro.
Yeah, it's mental.
Anybody watching this, man, if you're going through anything, bro, just you're gonna get through it. Just take the time and realize what's going on. That you know what I'm saying? Rome wasn't built in a day, bro.
Say LeBron down.
You know what I mean? I ain't get Saint Laurent down overnight.
You know, man, I'm gonna piggyback off what D said too, man. Because every time Terrell's in here, I gotta say it. A lot of y'all doubted me about my NFL or my football.
Oh, every episode.
Always doubted me about my football.
Every episode,
every week.
I got my man here.
Please give him, please.
Can you please tell us he played football for 1 year?
No, please give him some validation, man. Please give him validation.
South Carolina Junior College. It's cool.
We don't hear this story.
They definitely, I would say this now. They wanted him. They wanted him now.
What, South Carolina State?
Nah, the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yes,
hold on, Terrell. And just to throw the cherry on top, when me and my boy Terrell took our NC State visits together, and when he went there, his coach said, "Wait a minute, why he ain't playing?"
Yeah, fact. It's fact. That's fact.
Bro, you are 6'8". You got why wouldn't the coach wouldn't want to say that, fool?
Nah, he said the athleticism, the way I walk.
I can 7 pounds.
We're gonna let you have that story.
All right, this
forever.
Forever.
We're gonna let you have it forever.
After this week, I went in that bunch of football. What could have been shit? We done.
Oh no, I got 3 more. I got 3 more.
Oh my god.
But
we need a season 2, D. Time for season 2.
We're gonna get to the last topic, and this is actually a sad one, man. But it's a lot of lessons that can be learned in this one. D, I think this is what we was gonna kind of tie with, but I can't think of what we said about this one. I'm gonna have a clever title for this one though. This might be the Kamala AKA episode. I know they but whatever, man. But nah, like
hell.
Nah. All jokes aside, man. We lost King. We lost a couple rappers. It was King Von.
That was a dude named Sauce Pack.
Yeah, he from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was big too. I never heard his stuff. I mean, I listened to it. It's actually pretty cool. Like
I didn't know about it until 2 Chainz posted them, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I just clicked.
I hate that. But I mean, we definitely was in tune with King Von. I'm not sure if I guess if y'all familiar. I know Ashley isn't, but Terrell, you familiar with him a little bit?
Vaughn? Nah, I can't say I'm familiar with Vaughn, but
He
you are.
he has a. I'll explain a little bit, bro. He has a very unique story, and me and D, we've been having a lot of conversations on. I know that Lamar and probably Fit, they're up to date with it too. But I'm gonna kind of give a little bit of the synopsis, and I'll even pop off with it, D. Like pretty much King Von, he was known in the streets before he was in rap. So he had a big time record. He had a murder case that he had beat, lost his best friend in jail, came out, signed with Lil Durk, blew up. I mean, he took off. I mean, because everything he rapped about, if you listen to his songs, they're not the best things. I ain't gonna lie, but they're pretty much true. Like he did a lot of what he said. Yeah, I know. But he did a lot. I mean, he he lived what he rapped. Like I'll just say that. But what ended up happening was he lost his life. I'm not gonna say the other rapper that was involved because everything is just alleged, and we don't know. But it's too early. It's too early, and it's a lot of people who are hurt. 3 people lost their lives. I want to say somebody confirmed it was 4 now. So it may have been possibly 4 people lost their lives over something that was very, very small. I mean, it was not even the manager involved said all of this could have been avoided. This guy he wasn't a guy who was even on his way, but he was there. Like he was he was about to he was really in his glow, so to speak. So, but just my opinion on it, I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. He also had his dark side, man. He dissed the dead a lot. He talked about dead people a lot. And one thing I put on my Facebook is when you play with karma, karma will spin the block on you, man. It's been a trend with a lot of Chicago artists because I'm very into those guys are so talented. Vaughn was another one who was super duper talented. But all those guys who end up mentioning dead people, if they don't pass, they end up losing somebody close to them, man. It's just to say that's not something that you really want to play with because that energy it spins the block, man. But God bless his family. He had a child. I mean, it's nasty when you think about it. And the guy who he had like the most beef with died like 2 months before, and now that's Chicago. 2 of Chicago's biggest rappers are gone now. Gone. And the rest of the guys are just left to pick up the pieces. But go ahead, D man. How you feel about that situation?
I think a lot of these dudes that jump into rap already be having that dark cloud on them before they even become rappers. Like I don't want to say you got depth on you, but what you do, what you put out gonna come back to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything you rap about in these songs was supposed to be true. So if it's true, it's gonna come back to you, dog. I hate the young man lost his life over something stupid or whatever. But the universe is real, bro.
The universe don't miss. The universe don't miss. I don't play with energy when it comes to stuff like that. Energy words, all that stuff run deep, and the universe don't miss when it's calculated. And that's not to speak to anybody's situations, just like y'all said. But I take that energy very seriously. So I try to make sure mine is always in control and looking in the positive. But that's peace to the gods. Peace to the God.
I just hope these rap niggas like hire some type of security, bro. Like you could have hired. I don't know, man. Like I can't say because I never been in a situation like that. But why not hire security or 2 of your homeboys license to carry or something, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like.
But D, on his side, you don't think that they had nothing on them though?
Yeah, that was definitely strapped. I think whenever you look at the situation, it happens. This type of stuff happens in our community, unfortunately. But even with that being said, I think it's from we have to attack it from like a mental health aspect. For the Black community, like the guy that committed the act. Not to say that he's a victim, but what are you going through to where you're not checking yourself? You know, is your pride that deep to where you have to take it there? Because you said it was something that should have been resolved and something that was minor. So, you know, what's going on with you? You know, I think that we have to really slow down and really learn to control our energy as men, especially as Black men these days, and we really have to be able to control our environment.
That's a fact. That's a fact,
Yeah.
bro. That's a fact. Go ahead, Scar.
Oh yeah, man, definitely a tragic event, you know, with Vaughn. Man, definitely had kids. That's the saddest part to me. I know he lost his life was sad, but just knowing that he can't go back to those kids that I feel like he was a great father to, you know, from just seeing from the outside looking in, that he can't go back to those kids, man. But I get y'all about the energy and like how he talked about stuff, but I'm big on second chances, man. I don't like what if Vaughn could have what if he could have switched like his flow? What if he could have changed everything he talked about? Like, yeah, I believe I'm huge on second chance, man. He might could have got back to Chicago after that album and just, you know, flip this whole flow. I don't know, but I just don't feel like
Scar.
I just don't feel like just because a man talk about death or he marks to death that karma of death gotta come back to him. You know what I'm saying?
No, but Scar.
You already beat one murder case and bragged about it.
No.
I get that. I definitely get that.
I'm gonna get a little deeper. Vlad, when we say he was talking about death, it wasn't. I mean, you listen to it. It wasn't. No, he was saying.
I do listen to him.
Listen to him. Yeah, like yeah. He was like, I'm smoking, or he said, for instance, he had one line. He said, Melly got hit up in the party, started Harlem shaking. Melly got a family too with kids. He said Crump was doing all that whooping, didn't even make it. Like
he said, Buddy was still twitching. I heard all of that. I did. I heard all of that.
Yeah, like yeah, man.
But I just feel like I promise I'm with you on the end. Yeah. But I just feel like, man, it was just something about Vaughn, dog. He had a certain, I don't want to say glow or just.
Nah, he did.
He was dark. He was dark and had a lot of demons. But I mean, I think all of us have faced demons and went through stuff. And I think he could have overcame those demons. I don't know. I'm just speaking. I don't really know if he could have overcame them or not. Obviously, he don't have a chance to overcome them now. But it's just a sad situation to me, bro.
Definitely, that's definitely a sad situation. Definitely. And I, like I said, hey, definitely don't want to speak to nobody's situation because I don't know. I don't even, I don't know him. Don't know the Yummy, don't know his music, but definitely sad situation. Definitely wishing the best for his family.
Before Fit go, I just want to say, kids, man, like I just think stop, cause y'all taking it too far. Like even in the song, I mean, I'm gonna just tell, cause these there with me. But bro, like when you look at some of these kids, bro, like they're going to grave sites, taking, you defecating on grave sites. They're saying, they're saying, I wish I could dig up your homie so I could kill him again. Like,
you know who you gotta blame for that though?
The industry.
You gotta blame the OGs. You gotta blame the people above them who came in before them. They you gotta somebody should have.
OGs are the problem though, Vlad.
I think them niggas are probably
some, bro. Some help.
I think we need elders. I don't think we need OGs no more, bro.
OGs, elders, they all alive.
I got you.
Yeah.
You know me, man. Look, it's the industry. It's the industry, man. It's that's what they want our community to hear. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know the guy's music, whatever. But when it comes down to the type of music that you're talking about, that's what they want us to hear. That's what they want to pump into our community. And
that's what sells.
Yeah, that's what sells, and that's what puts us in the energy that they want us to be in, So you take that for what it's worth. But me, Steph, I dig a little deeper. I don't know the rap, but I know the industry is full of shit.
Oh yeah. I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm with you. Oh yeah. We alluded to it a little bit on here too. Yeah. It's not by happenstance that stuff be happening, bro. But,
no, that's a fact.
Hey, Fit, go ahead, brother.
With that, like I said, he was unique in his in the rap, but with with him talking about the dead, and that's what really got him popping, because people like everybody was like, yo, he cutting up like that. He wilding, but they love it, like y'all was saying, and it's just like, I hated for him to get big as he did on that, but that's an environment he grew up in. That's the people around him pumping up the information, and it's like you don't have that homie right beside you, like, hey G, like, yeah, you made it, you can switch. You ain't got to talk about that no more.
He did it every song too.
Yeah, most people in our camp, we like, they gonna ride that wave as long as they getting paid too. They gonna ride that wave. They ain't gonna sit here and tell you like, nah, like you need to stop that.
True.
As long as they getting their bread too, they gonna let you do whatever or say whatever. But he needed somebody to just tell cuz like, look, stop that. You got a family. Like if they don't like it after you switch it up, they don't like it. But at least you know what I'm saying? To me, you can go out on your own and not have somebody dictate like, oh, where we gonna put you out because you're not gonna rap about the stuff that you got, how you got in here. So, I applaud anybody that can leave on their own accord, and rather than selling out for the company or record label or whatever the case may be. But it's sad that he had to go out like that, leaving behind his kids. But like Scar was saying, I wish he had somebody in his camp to give him that insight of like, hey G, you good, like you in there, your foot's in the door, you don't have to do that kind of stuff no more.
And then the bad part is like, Boosie said like you always die in your city. He left his city. He died in the same place. That's crazy, bro. But actually, I mean, I know you don't know, but from everything that you've heard, because I mean, we pretty much gave his biography. We gave the whole life story. So like, from what you hear, like, what's your opinions? How you feel?
Well, it's always unfortunate, when we lose talented, well, anybody really, but talented artists to gun violence or whatever the case may be. As far as speaking on death and rapping about death, I feel like somebody said if he could have changed his rap, his flow, I feel like he could have been given another chance or whatever the case may be. But it's just unfortunate. I don't really know the story, and I'm not really into a rap like that. But yeah.
What you listen to?
What do I listen to?
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, what do you listen to?
Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, India Arie, Ari Lennox, Beyonce.
I don't know.
What?
Who is
I'm culture.
Yeah, you like Sweetie. That's what it is.
You like what?
You like Sweetie. You don't know who Ari Lennox is.
I did. Oh, you said he likes Sweetie?
Yeah, he likes Sweetie. Yeah, that's like Sweetie.
Oh.
And Lonzo Ball, don't forget Lonzo.
Lonzo, yeah, and
he like Lonzo.
That Chicago rappers, Lil Mo.
Nigga, listen to Lonzo.
Wait, you heard the Lonzo song?
I do like this. It's a song called ZO2s. It's fire.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious. I'm just say this, man. Like as like kind of even like a closing point, man. Is like, and I'm gonna just say it because Terrell alluded to it. Scar, you alluded to it. Bro, it's just like I said today. Like these kids are more darker than I think it used to be. Like.
Oh, true.
But I'm just giving y'all some examples. Dino, it's like one guy, he used to allegedly, well, he's gone now. He used to kill people, and he would put their shirts, like put their names on the back of his shirt and be like, don't end up like, and name the people who he killed. Like that's not even rap no more, bro.
I think Chicago place, bro.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, it's Chicago, bro. Like
Chicago is a totally different
they
place. I think them brothers, they going through some shit.
They got a curse on them, bro.
They can't.
They not, bro.
I don't think they know
They
how
not
to
doing that nowhere else. They not doing that nowhere else.
You don't think so?
Bro,
Like I'm talking about like the pack stuff. When some people like the Tuco pack, they're not doing that in LA. They not.
Oh no.
Bro, it ain't even like gang banging. They beefing with niggas who a street over.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like
nah, it's really demonic, bro. It's really Satan's playground over there, bro.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, bro.
Like it ain't even no money. Like it don't even. It's like they really just like they really checking the score. Like they really looking at killing somebody as a score.
It don't even seem like it's a beef over like money or nothing. It's just like, oh, you from this street? I don't rock with you. I'm trying to kill you. I'm like, bro, that shit is ridiculous. I can't imagine killing somebody on a block because he on a different block than me. What? No.
Facts, bro. And I don't know if Von losing his life gonna wake some people up or make something go even more worse.
Bro, I follow someone on Instagram.
Go
ahead, Scar.
We will hope it wake them up. You know what I'm saying? Being that it's Von, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that means nobody ain't because he should still be here,
bro. He wasn't the ones that like nobody expected at all.
I think he's the biggest one to pass away. It's him, FBG Duck. Like it's no like they that shit sad, boy. That shit fucked up, man.
You will hope it wakes some people up, dog.
Yeah.
But no, his odds are
even if it don't.
Like, well, the guys who got beef with him, they are having a field day, bro.
They're supposed to, because that's the culture. That's what they're supposed to do. That's how society has trained them to be like, oh, we gotta win. Now we gotta celebrate. We gotta celebrate this win. We gotta get popularity off this win. That's how society. That's how their minds is.
Though. Like they really popping bottles. Like they having.
That's how their minds is, bro. It's horrible. It's sad, but that's how they train.
Man, man, we got a lot done today, man. I always ask at the end, y'all got like a quick hitter, a quick top.
Hey, yo, Terrell, it's finally nice to meet you, man. One-on-one. Hey, it's nice to meet you. I heard a lot about you, man.
So Terrell, he Lamar was alright and he was decent. You know, he could have
decent.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Lamar, he came out our year too. If you probably remember him from back then. Like Lamar was cold, bro. He ain't playing our conference, but he was
I played in the 252 out Hertford County. I actually had a man go to NC State. I don't know if y'all was there around the same time, but
Ernest Jones, Hakeem Jones.
His name was LaMarcus Bond. He was I think he played wide receiver when he got there. He was a running back for us, but when he got there, he played receiver.
I don't think I know him. What school you play at though?
I played at Hertford County.
Hertford County.
I'm out in the boonies.
Okay.
Yeah. Bose played too. He played at State for a couple of years. Yeah, Bose played. I could have been never mind.
Oh, look. My boy D, you could have played wide receiver too. Hey, I don't care. My boy D could have played wide receiver.
Butch Davis came to the crib and was like,
talk to him.
Butch Davis saw me in Chapel Hill and was like, son, I could use you as a wide receiver.
Hey man, I appreciate all y'all, man. Oh yeah, Scar, damn, it be coming back to me. So they said that you can't have a friend if you had sex with him.
Uh-oh.
What? Come back.
All right.
I gotta go.
Nah, bro. We know you always been honorable, straight up. But no, the question was, I asked our female guest, I asked my boy Terrell, I asked everybody, because y'all killed me on the friend topic last week. Like everybody was like, oh yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't know who you've been dealing with. So I posed the question is, if your partner had sex with that person before, but you met them after they had sex. Is it okay for them to be friends?
Man, no, man. Because that that's a different level when sex is involved, dog. So like whether you want to be friends after that, no, it can't happen. Not on my watch. You know
But what if they knew each other since 5th grade?
That don't work, bro. It don't work. That just don't work. And if you find somebody who say that works, then they weird to me.
That's what I said. I said, hey, look, man, he probably her first.
Yeah, it's different. It's different when that's involved, man. Steph, yeah, you know that's different when that's involved.
I mean, I wasn't down for none of it. I don't care if she didn't have sex with him. I know how guys think.
He said, I don't want none of them.
I know how guys think. He ain't about to sit there. Before we go, I'm gonna tell you what they do, ladies. I'm giving y'all the game today, man.
Nigga reminiscing.
I'm giving the game, Terrell. I'm giving the ladies the game, bro. This is what guys do. When they tell you that, like, okay, yeah, I'm cool being your friend, and y'all talking and stuff, right? All they doing, because you know women sometimes, no disrespect, Ashley, but a lot of times women, y'all will pour out y'all problems to them. And all he's doing is just listening and taking a mental note, like, okay, she don't like when dudes don't text back slow. All right, okay. All right, she don't like, let me make sure my text is on time. Oh, he don't send this? Okay, now let me be cerebral. All he's doing is faking and turning into the guy that you want. That's all he's doing. Just to get his shot. That's how I feel about these male friends, bro. And I said it before, like, because if you offer that guy some indoor Olympics, he's not gonna refuse. And it's
Indoor Olympics. Indoor 100-meter dash.
What you wrong, boy? Indoor Olympics.
The indoor swim team.
Hey, man. Hey, like I said, if y'all good, hey, I'm great, bro. This is episode 14, man.
13.
14, boy. 13 was last week.
I'm drunk.
Uh-oh.
You show up on time. What episode? He lost his mind.
Not drinking no more after today.
Either. I'm done, bro. I'm done. But now we out of here, man. We go, man.
All right.
Salute,
Thanks,
man. Salute.
All right.
Get your life together. Hey, always talking like he be with that action. Stop the yapping. One shot killing, but I'm a double tapping. Why you always rap about passing, bitch? Cause I'm really passing. Chopper have a